Well, hello again, folks. Ryan once again with the CactusCon crew. I'm here with the RedHatAugust and Thefeesh7. I don't know if he actually pronounces it. Do you pronounce it that way? Now I'm going to because I just made that
Thank
joke
you.
off there.
Thank you.
Thefeesh7.
Yep.
I like that. Thank you, fellas, for being with us today, and thank you, of course, for your talk. We'll get into that momentarily. First up, some prize stuff, some giveaway stuff. We had some winners just announced. So we've got Downgrade and Nabonidus. I should have practiced that before. And Danger Noodle. Nice. Congratulations. We will be in contact shortly, whenever shortly actually is. And let's go ahead and give out some additional prizes in the last round. I did not give out enough of the vouchers, so we're just going to do that right now. Live on the air. And boom, there we go. So we've got Gizmo, Kledgebot, and HDZ with $20 vouchers for No Starch Press. Again, thank you to No Starch Press as an in-kind sponsor. Heck yeah, we really appreciate that. Those Ted Demopoulos books, they are signed. They will be going out to you folks who won them. So again, just, we'll be in contact. All right, so before we get going here with the questions, RedHatAugust, I believe you have something you wanted to add.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let everybody know, I kind of made a little bit of a nooblet mistake in the video. I put vagrant remove, and that's it. The command would actually be vagrant box remove, and then you have to specify the box. So I don't want people who are using this to end up filling up their hard drive when they're trying to remove it or freaking out when that command doesn't work. We'll put it in the README just for clarification, but again, I made a mistake, wanted to come forward with that and clarify what it's supposed to be. So just stay tuned for the README on that.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Little note here. I thought it was, just absolutely fantastic project and talk concerning the project. I personally am not a red teamer at all. I mean, I already mentioned this in a couple QAs. People are like, all right, we get it, dude. You're a blue teamer. Shut up. But the thing is that I love trying to pretend like I'm a red teamer. And every once in a while, I still go back to like Metasploitable 2, from like 2009. I don't know what year that came out. I keep popping pro FTPD and thinking I'm awesome. So having this easy method to just spin up boxes is awesome. I love the use of Vagrant to bring stuff up and bring it down when needed. There's a group, WestMech. Hopefully there's some WestMechers out there watching right now, the Western Maricopa Education Group. They do some great training for folks on the west side of the valley, hence the name. Some extension training, some adult training, and a lot of concurrent enrollment for high schoolers. They were teaching Vagrant to their 16 to 18 range, I believe, kiddos back like even 4 or 5 years ago. I remember going over there the first time, and the kids were like, Vagrant up and bringing boxes up and down, and I'm like, I work with people who don't who don't know how to do that. So yeah, I love that inclusion. Great job overall. So we have a couple questions for you. One, and it's been answered, but we're going to go ahead and ask it and make sure everyone is aware, is essentially, is the project, is it available? Is it open? Is it public? And essentially, where can I find it?
Yeah, absolutely. So as the video had it, you would just go to my GitHub and VulnHub_Vagrant. You'd want to clone that in as I put in the video. You'd have to install VirtualBox, the VirtualBox extension pack, and Vagrant. I do encourage you to install Git too, because I'm just a command line junkie. So you'd clone it in, you go into the directory, and you do Vagrant up. It is free, as in, free beer, which is great, such as VulnHub has always been since 2004. Everybody has access to these machines, always has, ever since its creation, hence Got Milk's point of putting it out in the world. However, through my experience of starting out and remembering what that was like, I just wanted to make it a little bit more accessible, as in setting up the machines, because some of them you can kind of have issues with getting them to work. So I'm trying to get all that done up front. So again, you just have to run the command and everything is good. And you also don't have to worry about, oh, I need to go get VMware versus VirtualBox or, Hyper-V or what have you, right? So, yep, it's free. Just hit the GitHub.
I like it. I like it. And another question for you here. And this question, we talked about it offline. We'll see where we go with this. Is there any way to set up and then essentially to remote in, such as in a classroom setting? So a shared infrastructure, if you will.
Right. So to address this question, the way that I designed the project is really to be on the host itself, right? The intent was somebody's going to be going in their own computer, and I made that internal network a requirement for VirtualBox. That means there's no internet access from both your attacker host and the virtual machine. You know, just in case somebody's a little bit nervous about pulling in an exploitable machine, there might be something on it, they're worried about that. It's literally going to lock it down so it doesn't even have access to the host. However, with that being said, if you wanted to change the network of the vulnerable machine to maybe bridged and you had it as an internal setup for your classroom, you pull them all into a central server. That's how I do it in my class, right? However, that does mean that you would need some type of access, maybe a VPN, to get into the classroom to be able to hit those machines on that server. So it is definitely possible, but it will take a little bit more manipulation and finesse on your part, depending on how your network is set up, how you wanted to deliver it. Whoever asked that question, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, and we can kind of clarify that out. Of course, doing the whole VPN thing, I'm going to leave that out of scope for me. That would be for you to figure out. But if everybody's in the same classroom and you have like a bunch of student computers who are accessing it, that's how I do it. So I could make that shift really, really quick.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I don't see any questions immediately in the chat right now. Anything that either of you fellows would like to share with the group? Any, commentary? What you got? You're on the spot.
Yeah, sure. One thing that I want to do is I want to give a shout out to Dion Zeller. Something in the GitHub that I want to make clear is I have a folder called Other, right? He's the only machine that I have in there so far. But his server, YoBlog, was one of the very first servers that I ever hacked into and what I learned from. So I highly recommend that. Go check it out. You're going to learn about LFI. You're going to learn, how to get into servers. You're going to learn a little bit about database, exfiltration and whatnot. Really cool machine. Go into Other. Check out YoBlog. It's outside of VulnHub. And then another thing is, if there are any exploit machine developers out there that want to give me, the machine to throw into the project, reach out. I'll throw you in the Other if you're not on VulnHub, so we can grow this thing and really make it, again, accessible for our newbies who, we're going to try to level up, right?
Absolutely fantastic. A note about that box, the YoBlog. I see here in the description on GitHub, this machine was used in the CactusCon Root the Box competition in 2016.
That's right.
I love it.
Put on by Early Warning.
Yeah, very cool. Early Warning, by the way, who's one of our partner sponsors and has a chat room that you should go check out. Very cool. Thank you. All right. Well, if there's anything else you want to throw in, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And thank you both very, very much. Again, awesome project. I was going to ask about how you're going to maintain to avoid stale boxes, and then realized that you don't need to. I mean, you can essentially, I'm still messing with Metasploitable too, like I said. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's huge. There's last time I checked, because the last time they were updated was December 15th of 2020, there were 624 in all. I have on VulnHub 209 of them finished, uploaded, ready to go. I'm working from the newest one and going to the oldest ones. I gotta, I'm hoping to talk with Got Milk later on to see kind of what the future of VulnHub is, if it's going to keep going, if my project has a definitive close date. But like I said, if there's people who are making exploitable machines that are outside of VulnHub and you want to keep adding to the flow, just hit me up and we'll get it up there,
Awesome. And I have to ask you before we leave here, I see that you have a whole bunch of Rubik's Cubes behind you. Do you have one? Do you have one of the connected cubes?
One of the no.
I got the Go Cube. and then I connected when Rubik's actually, got into it, and they're pretty nifty, especially for someone who is horrible at them. So I assume you're probably better, given.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like puzzles. They're fun to fiddle with, but you know, there's always someone better.
All right. Well, RedHatAugust and Thefeesh7, thank you very, very much for your talk and for that project. It's really a great project. Everyone go check it out on GitHub. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and kick off the next giveaway. The next giveaway coming up is Learning Python for Forensics. Leverage the power of Python in forensic investigations. This is a digital book by Chapin Bryce. He's a coworker of mine. He works also on our team, BlackBerry Security Services IR. BlackBerry, of course, is a partner of ours. They have a chat room. Go check them out. I'm going to initiate that little sucker right now. Dun, dun, dun. And there we go. So everyone go ahead and put in for that. This is officially our lunch half hour, if you will. So we have our next talk starting in about 28 minutes, and we'll see you all then.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.